What's good, YouTube? Flash Speaks back for another video, man. Today we're just gonna take this early little lunch break, snack break, man, whatever you want to call it, and we gotta talk a little bit. So, as you all know, there was a lot of games yesterday played. I watched all of them, flipping back and forth between a few. You know the story. The Chicago Sky go out there and lose to the Phoenix Mercury for the second time. In what 5 days or so, coming off a back-to-back game against the Sparks yesterday. We saw a number of things here that I think we can extract from this here. The first obvious thing that's just clear is this adjustment period of adding these new players is taking some time. Adding Banham and the other player whose name I can't remember from the Connecticut Sun, the 2-point guards. I thought Banham had a good potential of kind of like replacing exactly what Marina Mabry brings after seeing her the game in LA, and even seeing a little bit in the first game against Phoenix. But then we get the game from her yesterday where she gives you nothing. So now, my question mark is her consistency. A lot of times that's what happens with those types of players. They come out there, man, and shoot the lights out one game, go out there next game, not do anything, and you just hope that they show up right and do the right thing. So this is what you get when you grab those players that are like off of someone else's bench. That's kind of like what you get. The other one, I don't know. I thought I saw some good point guard stuff from her. I'm not sure yet. Need to see more. This game showed that Chicago still has the same issues they had before, which is the backcourt. The front court, I don't think there's a question at all about the front court, whether you're talking about Camila Cardoso, whether you're talking about, and definitely when you're talking about Angel Reese. As far as Camila Cardoso, I think we've seen an improvement in her play since the break. Not like she was really bad beforehand. Only negative I've seen is that she ran into Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner just kind of has her number right now. For a rookie, that's not the biggest deal in the world. These are learning opportunities and learning experiences for her, playing against the best of the best of the bigs in the world. So I ain't tripping about that too much. Yesterday the Sky did a much better job on Brittany Griner, than they did previously. Previously was just ridiculous. What was crazy about this game is that you don't really get killed by Kahleah Copper. You don't really get killed by Brittany Griner, but you still lose the game. The Diana Taurasi, going off playing well. So much and so forth, the other players. So each game tells its own story, goes its own way. Yesterday was a game where, the Chicago Sky come out and they're moving really slow. They're off to a slow start, not scoring well. And this has been a theme throughout the year. We started to see it improve a little bit when Kennedy Carter was injected into the lineup. And right now, I don't know what's going on with Kennedy Carter. But I will say, these are those instances that people like myself and others who are of the opinion that Angel Reese is the best player on the team and that the team goes as Angel Reese goes. These are the Exhibit A's. This is an example of what we're talking about. Being the better basketball player comprises of more than just being the most skilled basketball player, quote unquote. Let me say that again. Being the best basketball player at times comprises of more than just being the so-called most skilled player. Being able to dribble between your legs and do a behind-the-back pass or be able to do a turnaround jumper and all of those beautiful things. They only matter when they're done consistently against decent defense and in situations where I need you. That's the only time that stuff matters. And right now, I don't know what's going on with Kennedy Carter. What I want to believe and what I hope is that she's just simply getting over a physical illness of some sort. Whatever it is, whether it's a summertime flu, whatever that is, whether it's a COVID-related illness, they say that it isn't. Whether it's something else, I'm just hoping right now to where my mind is, from what I'm seeing, I'm hoping it ain't a damn hangover Sunday night. I'm hoping it ain't something else going on. I don't know what's going on. Kennedy Carter is just running around looking crazy to me right now. And that's a big time problem for me. You know, when you have a team that's trying to do something, and I assume the Chicago Sky is trying to do something, you got to have players you can count on. So if for nothing else, Angel Reese is the best player on the team because I can count on Angel Reese. I can count on her to do what she needs to do, to be ready to work. I don't know about her personal life, if she's a socialite, she goes out to parties. I really don't know about that stuff. I know I just want to believe what the coach is telling me, that she is there on time for training, for a shoot around and for practice and all of those types of things. As long as the player I know is doing those things, I'm good. Kennedy Carter, on the other hand, we've seen look great going up into the half. I mean, she practically was the star. Goes head up against, Aja Wilson or Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum in that game right before the break. Before that, she was spectacular in the game against Seattle. Outplayed Jewel Lloyd and Skylar. Spectacular. Then all of a sudden, all this nonsense about ESPN rankings and, she's tweeting a little bit about stuff and whatever the hell is going on. And then next thing you know, she can't play, sick. Some people are speculating that she has a problem with Angel Reese and the team, and she's mad because she's not going to 3-3 on the rival. Then she's mad because she's ranked 24th or whatever. And then all of a sudden when she comes back, she just don't look right. Missing shit she don't miss. Yesterday she's missing on goddamn free throws. She's 39% from the floor when she's normally over 50%. What the hell is going on with Kennedy Carter? That's a problem. For this team to do anything, you have to have a consistent Kennedy Carter. You have to have that. This is despite what Angel Reese does. See, y'all with the Angel Reese stuff, I didn't even comment on the first game, second game, because I'm not worried about Angel Reese. Angel Reese is going to get you anywhere between 10. First of all, she's going to hold whoever the hell she's guarding, I don't give a damn who it is, to under 40% field goal percentage. That she's going to do that. She's going to get you anywhere between 10 to 15 rebounds and anywhere between 9 to 20 points. That's just what Angel Reese is going to do. That is already marked down, written. I'm not worried about that. It's not even an issue for me. Okay? Camila Cardoso is another walking double-double who's going to get you anywhere between 8 to 15 points. Is going to get you anywhere between 8 to 12 rebounds. That's just what that's going to be with Camila Cardoso. The defense is going to be sometimey. She's going to give you some decent rim protection, without a doubt. She's a decent rim protector. And then the defense will depend on who the opponent is. There's a difference between her and Angel Reese. I don't give a damn who Angel Reese think. They ain't going to cook her. Whereas Camila Cardoso is going to be hit or miss. Some days she's going to have a good defensive issue. Some days she's not going to be good on defense, depending on who she's playing against. But this Kennedy Carter situation, I don't like the way she's looking. And it's looking more and more to me like the Chicago Sky needed to be a little bit more aggressive and go out there and try to get a difference maker. I think what's happening right now with Teaspoon is sometimes she gets a few practices with these players and she's implementing new players, and she kind of might be one of those coaches that falls in love with certain players who just simply aren't good enough. You know, she was really praising the girls from Phoenix a lot during the break. And then when you come out and you see, I mean, man, you know, and Lindsay Allen is one of those players too. You can kind of fall in love and get comfortable with her. When in reality, you should have went out and got an Odyssey Sims, for example. You know, when Celeste Taylor was available, could have got her. That's a player that plays right into the way Chicago plays, and she also has some point guard experience. You can always throw somebody like that, a defensive point guard in there with some good size, who also is aware of the fever and what they're trying to do. I mean, I have a lot of questions about Chicago right now. I don't know if they really are trying to go to the playoffs and do anything. I think some of them already have a belief that, we ain't going to do nothing. This is kind of the vibe I'm getting from the squad right now. As far as the players, Michaela, I like her interjection into the team because I think she's playing some really good defense. She's just missing right now. And what you got to hope is that she doesn't lose confidence in her long-range shot, because she can make those. I've seen her do it. It's just that I don't think she's made any since she's entered the starting lineup. But her defense is good. I don't know. But Chicago Sky, man, you gotta get it together. Gotta get it together, man. Because you look at the Atlanta Dream. I was just looking at the standings. Atlanta Dream is just now, who they went from about 3 games back. Now they're a game and a half behind. And Chicago, we got Connecticut coming up. That is like no walk in the park at all. That's like one of the last teams you want to see. And then that's Marina Mabry. We'll see how that goes. That'll probably cause. It's gonna be interesting. Naturally, if Mabry and Angel Reese has some issues, it'll be interesting to see, how much they try to show the other one up. Michaela probably wants to try to show that she's just as good as Mabry, so you'll see that. You'll see Bantam and the other girl probably try to get back at Connecticut. So it's gonna be an interesting game to watch. So I look forward to that. And shout out to Angel Reese yesterday. She had a good statistical game. But, I don't go crazy over statistical games and losses. But it just shows, her heart was there. Her heart was there. Her fight was there. And that's always good to see. So, I'll get with y'all later, man. Go out here, get some work done. Peace out.